Hello, welcome back. This is a continuation of Python in Excel, part 18. This is actually part 2 of part 18. We have some temperature data and we are trying to produce a chart that looks a bit like this. Last time we got it to look like this, so there's still some work to be done, but we can do it now. First start by looping through the borders, and remember in Matplotlib the borders are called spines. So we can say ax.spines, spine, that's the current spine, and we can set the color to be a decimal between 0 and 1, which will give us varying shades of gray. Let's try 0.9. Okay, that's made it much better. But I don't want the top border or the right border at all. What we can do is say if spine in, similar to SQL in that way, is spine in top and right, ax.spines, spine, the current spine, and set visible false. So let's just get rid of the top and right spines altogether. Next thing, you know me from the last video, or maybe you don't, but I don't like these tick marks on the borders, so let's get rid of those. And we can do that in the same way that we did last time, which is ax.tickparams. And which axes do I want it to apply to? X and Y, so we say both. And I just want to set the length equal to 0. And while we're at it, let's set the label color equal to one of those shades of gray. This time it will be 0.2, which should be slightly darker. Let's see what that does. Okay, that looks much better. These are actually just days of the year. It's not a date. So let's get rid of that word date. And then ax.setLabel, empty string. This is starting to look better, but the next thing we need to deal with is this awful mess of colors that is just spread across here. You can't really do anything with that. So the first way that we can try to deal with that is to change the pivot.plot method directly. And let's say color equals dark gray. There are some color constants in Matplotlib, and dark gray is one of them. There are others, I'm sure you can look them up. But for now, I'm just going to put dark gray, and I want to make the font size a bit smaller. So I'm going to put font size 8. Let's see what that does. Okay, that's the kind of gray that I'm looking for, but it's still a mess. Also, I want to be able to highlight a specific year one at a time. So let's get into how we can deal with that. Earlier, I mentioned that this plot.subplots method produces a blank canvas onto which we can plot charts. And pivot.plot plots all of the data in the pivot data frame. I've commented that out. You can see that the chart is empty. It turns out actually that we can also plot pandas series. And so if I wanted to, I could just plot a single line. So ax equals ax, color equals dark gray, and font size equals 8. Let's see what that does. That's given me the 1987 series. I want to be able to highlight a specific line one at a time. For me, it will be useful to be able to have that line on top, which means that it needs to be the last series that is drawn. So when I draw this chart, I want to plot all of the lines except a specific line in dark gray, and then I want to plot the specific line in some other color. Let's see how we can do that. First of all, let's choose a cell on the spreadsheet and let's give it a value, say 1987. What I want to do is loop through the lines and plot all of the lines except 1987, and then after that's finished, plot 1987 in a different color. So we can do that in this way. Create a variable called highlighted line. That's going to be the one that will be 1987, and we will begin by setting that to none. And then what we're going to do is loop through the pivot columns, and we're going to say if line is equal to that cell, then the highlighted line is going to be that column. And then we're going to use this word continue. What continue will do is not execute the rest of this current loop within this for loop, and it will go to the next line. What it won't do for 1987 is this line here, which will be pivot line dot plot, and ax equals ax, and font size equals 8, and color equals dark gray. And then after the loop, we will plot the line for 1987. But since that is already saved in this highlighted line variable, we just need to put highlighted line dot plot. And then all of the usual stuff, ax equals ax, too many equals there, font size equals 8, and color equals, but this time the color is going to be equal to this color that I saved earlier. So let's see if that works. Okay, great. It's plotted all of the years in gray and 1987 in pink. And if I change this, it should change which line is highlighted. That's great. There's still a few more things to do because these data are way too complicated. So we're going to apply some rolling means. We're going to change this into a drop-down list, and we're going to parameterize a few other parts of the visualization. So come back for that tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day.